Before the world had power, two men fought to control it. Not just electricity, not just industry. They fought to control the future. One was a self-made titan of American industry, a master manipulator of headlines, a king of patents, a man who believed that progress belonged to whoever could monetize it. The other was a visionary, a mind so far ahead of his time that even his allies struggled to understand him. One believed in control, the other believed in possibility. Their feud turned science into spectacle, electricity into propaganda, and innovation into war. This was not just about wires and generators. This was the war of currents. Thomas Alva Edison, the Wizard of Menlo Park, the man who gave the world the phonograph, the incandescent light bulb, over 1,000 patents. But Edison wasn't just an inventor, he was a businessman. He understood something most geniuses didn't. Invention means nothing if you don't own the system. He built laboratories like factories. He hired teams of engineers. He optimized, refined, marketed. Edison didn't just create, he dominated. Now, Nikola Tesla, tall, elegant, intensely private. He spoke 8 languages. He could visualize entire machines in his mind, rotating, vibrating, evolving, before touching a single tool. He didn't sketch ideas. He simulated them in his head. He didn't test. He imagined, and then built flawlessly. But Tesla lacked one thing Edison mastered: control. He cared about ideas, not empires. He wanted to electrify the world. Edison wanted to own it. And that difference would ignite a war. (1884). Tesla arrives in America with little money and enormous ambition. He carries a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. It reads, "I know 2 great men. You are one of them. The other is this young man." Tesla meets Edison. 2 brilliant minds, 1 crowded laboratory. Edison hires him, but this is not mentorship. This is a test. Edison's DC generators are inefficient, unstable, expensive. He offers Tesla $50,000 if he can redesign and improve them. $50,000 in the 1880s, a fortune. Tesla works relentlessly, sleepless nights, endless calculations. He succeeds. The generators are improved. Tesla approaches Edison, waiting. Edison laughs. "You don't understand American humor." Pause. Humor. That was his excuse for breaking his promise. Tesla quits. But this was more than a job dispute. It was betrayal. In that moment, Tesla learned something critical. Edison didn't see him as a partner. He saw him as labor. And from that humiliation, a war was born. At the center of their conflict was one question: how should electricity move? Edison believed in direct current, DC, electricity flowing in one direction, stable, predictable, but limited. DC could only travel short distances. Power stations had to be built every mile, which meant infrastructure, copper, control. And control meant profit. Tesla believed in alternating current, AC, electricity that oscillates back and forth rapidly. It could travel miles without losing strength. It could power entire cities from a single source. It was efficient, elegant, revolutionary, and dangerous to Edison's empire. Because if AC won, Edison's investments would collapse. His DC power stations would become obsolete. His financial backers would revolt. This wasn't just science. This was survival. When threatened, some men innovate, others attack. Edison chose attack. He launched one of the first modern disinformation campaigns. He paid journalists to publish headlines, "AC is deadly. Tesla's current kills." He staged demonstrations, public electrocutions of animals using alternating current, to prove it was dangerous. Crowds watched in horror. Fear spread. Investors hesitated. And then, the electric chair. When New York sought a new method of execution, Edison quietly supported the use of AC. Why? Because if criminals were executed with alternating current, the public would associate Tesla's system with death. Edison even coined a term, to be Westinghoused. Not electrocuted, Westinghoused. A calculated strike against Tesla's partner, George Westinghouse. This wasn't business competition. This was psychological warfare. Edison wasn't fighting physics. He was fighting perception. But Tesla was not defenseless. If Edison weaponized fear, Tesla weaponized wonder. He stepped onto stages lit in darkness, held tubes of gas in his hands, and without wires, they glowed. He let high-voltage AC pass through his own body. Electric arcs danced around him. Crowds gasped. Tesla didn't terrify, he mesmerized. Where Edison said, "Be afraid," Tesla said, "Be amazed." Then came George Westinghouse, an industrialist who believed in Tesla's vision. He bought Tesla's patents, backed AC financially, and together, they built the infrastructure Edison feared most. Power lines stretched across states. Cities began converting. Then came the moment that changed everything. 1893, the world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. A contract to light the fair. Edison wanted it. Tesla and Westinghouse won it. On opening night, thousands of bulbs illuminated simultaneously. AC powered the spectacle. The crowd stood in awe. The future glowed blue. And the war shifted. But the final blow came from nature itself, Niagara Falls, a colossal, roaring force of water. Engineers debated how to harness it. The contract would decide the future of power distribution, DC or AC. Tesla's system was chosen. Hydroelectric generators roared to life. Power flowed miles away to Buffalo, New York. Efficient, stable, revolutionary. It was undeniable now. AC worked, and it scaled. Edison's vision had limits. Tesla's did not. The war of currents was over. AC won, but victory didn't make Tesla wealthy. In fact, he tore up his royalty contract with Westinghouse to save the company from bankruptcy. He sacrificed millions because he believed in the system more than the money. Edison? He remained powerful. His company evolved into General Electric. His name endured. But his dominance was cracked. And Tesla drifted. Brilliant, visionary, alone. History did something ironic. It crowned Tesla the symbol of genius, and Edison the symbol of commercialization. One represented vision, the other execution. Look around you. Every outlet, every skyscraper, every glowing city skyline runs on alternating current. Tesla's system powers the modern world. But Edison's model of patents, of industrial labs, of scaling innovation still defines how technology becomes business. So who really won? The dreamer or the empire builder? In this battle of egos, Tesla won the current, but Edison shaped the system, and history needed them both. Two men, two visions, two egos too powerful to coexist. This was Season 1, Episode 2 of Battle of Egos. Share in the comments with which of these massive egos you identify the most. If you missed Episode 1, Plato versus Aristotle, Master versus Student, it's waiting. And subscribe, because if you're into everything ego, you're in the right place.